California's got it all: long, sunny beaches, vast mountains for hiking and skiing, majestic deserts, and lush green forests. Plus, it boasts a climate that's widely considered absolutely stunning. This diverse geography has attracted and kept nearly 40 million people. But if the state has such ideal geography, why did many leave between 2020 and 2023? Why are so many leaving California? Let's explore a trend reshaping America's demographics. The Golden State, once a symbol of opportunity, now sees an unprecedented exodus. To understand this migration, let's look at California's history. For most of the 20th century, it was a magnet for dreamers and go-getters. The gold rush, Hollywood's rise, aviation boom, and later the tech revolution brought millions to the state. California's population grew from about 7 million in 1940 to nearly 40 million by 2020. This growth brought prosperity, but also challenges. Infrastructure struggled, housing became scarce, and living costs skyrocketed. But something changed in the last decade. For the first time since becoming a state in 1850, California experienced a net loss of population in 2020. This was not just a lapse, but the peak of trends that lasted for years. Second, demographic change. The demographic landscape in California is witnessing major transformations, which contributes to continuous immigration and reshapes the social fabric of the state. Population aging is a key factor in this transformation. Like many developed regions, California is witnessing an aging population. Baby boomer generation is entering the age of retirement en masse, which changes the age distribution of the state. This trend toward aging has far-reaching effects on healthcare, social services, and the workforce. As more Californians retire, there is increasing pressure on pension systems and healthcare infrastructure. Some retirees who face a high cost of living choose to leave the state for more cost-effective areas, taking with them their retirement savings. Changes in family dynamics play a role too. California's seen trends of later marriages, smaller families, and more singles. High living costs, especially in cities, make it hard for young families to afford big homes. This pushes some to seek chances elsewhere. Plus, remote work's rise lets families move without losing career opportunities. Migration patterns, both domestic and international, are reshaping California's population. There's a notable flow to other states, mainly among middle-class families and retirees seeking lower costs. Texas, Arizona, and Nevada are popular spots. Yet California still draws high-skilled workers, especially in tech, from other states and countries. Globally, California remains a key immigrant destination, but the nature's changing. There's been a shift from mainly Latin American to more diverse flows, including many from Asia. This international influx helps offset some domestic outflow and adds to California's cultural mix. These demographic shifts link with economic and social factors. An aging population affects service and housing needs. Family dynamic changes impact housing needs and community structure. Migration patterns both reflect and shape economic chances and cultural landscapes. Third, economic factors drive migration. California's economy is huge. If it were a country, it would be the world's 5th largest. But size doesn't always mean opportunity for all. Living costs in California are among the nation's highest, with housing being the clearest example. The average home price is over double the national average. In San Francisco and LA, it's not unusual for small apartments to cost over $3,000 monthly. It's not just housing. California has high income taxes with a top rate of 13.3%, the highest in the country. Sales taxes and gas prices are also among the nation's highest. For companies, the challenge is similar. Strict regulations, despite good intentions, often make working in the state costly and complex. High corporate taxes and labor costs drive some businesses to seek investment elsewhere. The rise of remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic was a turning point. Many Californians realized they could keep high-paying jobs while living in more affordable states, benefiting from cost of living differences. It's similar to Florida, but more complicated. Fourth, quality of life issues beyond economics are driving many to leave. Traffic congestion in California's major cities is terrible. Los Angeles and San Francisco consistently rank among the nation's most congested cities. The average Californian spends more time commuting than residents of most other states. The homeless crisis has become impossible to ignore. California constitutes about 12% of the US population, but includes 28% of the nation's homeless. In cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles, tent cities are common, raising concerns about public safety and sanitation. Crime rates, although generally lower compared to past decades, have increased in recent years, particularly in property crimes. Notable incidents of burglary, theft, and car theft have fueled perceptions of growing lawlessness. Urban issues of life quality converge and accumulate, leading to an urban decay feeling and driving some residents to search for greener pastures. Drought periods have become more frequent and severe, resulting in water use restrictions and increased utility costs. The agricultural sector, pivotal to California's economy, struggles with reduced water allocations. Let's not forget about earthquakes. Despite being less frequent than wildfires or droughts, they are a constant threat that many Californians fear. All this impacts everything from building codes to insurance rates. The political climate in California is driving some residents away. The state's liberal policies are pushing some out, while attracting others who align with these values. There's a growing urban-rural divide within the state. Some rural residents feel their voices are drowned out by populous coastal cities that dominate state policy. Dissatisfaction with the government's handling of issues like homelessness, crime, and cost of living has led to a lack of trust in California's leadership for some residents. Where are these residents moving to? Which regions or states are Californians relocating to? Texas, Arizona, and Nevada top the list. These states offer lower living costs and fewer regulations. In some cases, there's no state income tax, but it's not just neighboring states. With remote work on the rise, some Californians are venturing further to states like Idaho, Montana, and even Florida. You'll find a link to a previous video about why people are leaving Florida in the description. Watch it to learn more. Here, we'll discuss how migration affects California and the states receiving ex-Californians. For California, this could mean lost tax revenue, political clout, and cultural influence. However, it may force the state to address long-standing issues to retain and attract residents. As for the receiving states, they'll face their own challenges and opportunities with this influx. The influx of former Californians brings both opportunities and challenges. They gain skilled workers and economic activity, but face pressure on housing markets and possibly their political landscape. California's exodus is more than a demographic shift. It reflects changing priorities and opportunities in America. Whether this trend continues depends on how states adapt to these challenges and manage growth. As we've seen, there's no single reason people leave California. It's a complex interplay of economic, social, environmental, and political factors. Each person's decision to leave is unique, shaped by their experiences and aspirations. Clearly, the California dream is being redefined. For some, it means seeking opportunities elsewhere. For others, it means staying and working to address the state's challenges. The future of the Golden State hangs in the balance. Thanks for watching.